Hey, welcome, family, as we come live to you today. I don't know where you are, what part of the world. So I won't say good morning. I won't say good evening. I won't say good night. I just say good day as I'm here with Mr. David Tyson, a seasoned sales professional. And I call it a professional because that's what sales is. It is truly a profession that you must work at and grow in order to grow your business. So before I bring David on, just remember, nothing happens until sales happen. You don't have a business until you sell something, okay? I want you to understand that and believe that. Hey, good day, David. How are you doing, man?
Hey, brother, it's good to see you. It's always good to be with you. And I am having an excellent day.
You know, as we get ready for the Summer Growth Summit, and really, somebody asked me the other day, man, why a summer conference? You know, most people taking vacation in the summer. Well, great growth happens in the summer. It really, for me, David, it came out of a concept of summer school. You know, you went to summer school for one or two reasons: because you were behind, or you wanted to get ahead.
Get ahead. Yep, that's true.
So as we talk about you're going to be helping people adjust their sales plan by really focusing on relationships.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If you would just share a little bit about what individuals will walk away with by attending the conference.
Well, you know, Howard, I'm glad you asked that question, because I want to go back to what you said at the very beginning and said nothing happens until somebody sells something. Well, you don't sell anything unless you have a relationship. All right.
Wow.
Okay. And so you might have the greatest widget out there, right? And if it's a product on demand, so you might get it in the door. However, you might get it in the door that one time, but then when it's time for that repeat buy, they may go to someone else whom has the best price. So if you want to savor that over a period of time, you have to develop a relationship. And so, you know, what I tend to call it in the annals of sales relationships building, you know, we try to look at reasons and how you can build relationships. And that incorporates, you know, now in this virtual world, you know, and even right now, as you and I are doing face-to-face, having face-to-face conversation, there's still the concept that I've got to build a rapport with you in order for you to trust me, in order for us to go to the next level. So people have to understand that they need to identify the different communication styles that you as a buyer might have that may be different from the selling style or the relationship building style that I have. So we have to do something that we tend to call matching and mirroring in order for that to happen. So building that relationship is fundamental in terms of helping you get to the next step, which is ultimately developing a long-lasting business relationship that's going to cause you to have repeat business.
You know, when you say that, it made me think about something, David, and I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to challenge everyone that's listening. Before you come to the conference and enjoy David's training, I want you to identify 10 people or 10 businesses that you want to either start a relationship with or strengthen a relationship with, okay? And it will be great if it's 50-50, because if you already have a relationship, you're that much closer to the sale.
That's it.
You know, talk about how you help people really identify who they should be developing the relationships with, David.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I want to answer that question in the sense that we all need to have some kind of target markets, you know, that we're going after. But I want to also I want to take it back a notch, because the piece to the puzzle, even as you get there, you need to identify who you are most able to sell to. What type of communication style do you have? And what type of communication style do you think you're comfortable selling to? And so I utilize, 4 communication factors that we really talk about. You know, people that, need to have information, just so the big picture of information. Folks that like to have a social environment, talk over lunch, talk over coffee, things like that. The folks that need a lot of detail, before they're able to make a buying decision. And then there are those folks that, really aren't really decision makers, but they are influencers. And you want to make sure that those folks are incorporated within that sales cycle, because if you mess over them, those are the folks that can haunt you, moving forward. Hey, the phone always rings when you're having fun. So
somebody seeing you said, David, how do I connect with you, man?
Yeah. they want me early in the morning. I can't believe it's Saturday morning. They want me. But at any rate, so that kind of helps that. So as a part of what we want to be able to accomplish, during the session, during the summer growth session, is to help individuals understand how to identify what their communication styles are like, so they can connect with those people that they want to sell to. So target markets, can be geographical markets, that you work on. It could be age-centric marketplaces, gender-centric markets, that you want to work with, and adaptability in terms of even outside of those marketplaces. But, Sales Track Training is a national company, but we started right here in Texas. And so we identified our true market sense right here in Texas, and we identified our markets primarily as small to middle-sized companies, with revenue of $10 million or more, and they may have 5 to 6 salespeople and 1 sales manager. And then I'm able to touch the owner of the company, because if the owner of the company is engaged, then I'm more apt to be successful with training their salespeople. And then we look for that referral network. And if I'm successful in helping you as a small business or a middle-sized company, then you're more apt to offer a referral alliance, where just like the HBCUbiz is based upon a lot of referrals. I want those referrals as well. So the bottom line is, for us, as far as the summer growth summit is concerned, is we're going to help you connect with yourself better, and allowing you to then better identify the target markets that you're going after.
No, definitely. And I, as I listen to you, David, I think about myself personally. I think about my business professionally, and how, when you're selling to larger organizations, you're selling to multiple people. So you got to understand those styles. You may have that person analytical. I think back to a day when I was selling to HP, and they had this sign said, "In God we trust, all other bring data." Okay. It was a big sign. Welcome you to the all others bring data.
Bring data. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah.
But that was the culture of the environment. But the decision maker in that environment, you got to have the data, but they may enjoy golfing and really getting to know you as a person.
Right.
And understanding who am I developing this relationship with. And so that's why it's key for you to show up at the Summer Growth Summit, to learn, how to match and mirror. Okay. M&Ms, it's just like a bag of M&Ms. You don't know what you're going to get. And so you have to be able to match and mirror as you're engaging with your target market. And so, because remember, marketing is the conversation.
Yeah.
Sales is the conversion. Okay.
Right.
That's where the currency happened. Okay.
That's it. That's right. The old expression goes, you can market all day long, and but the bottom line is the bottom line. It's when you get profitable revenue dollars that are coming into your organization, and that's key, because I've run across salespeople, I've trained salespeople that are anxious to close the deal. But if you're closing the deal at low profit margins, and sometimes you have to close the deals at lower profit margins than you want to, but ultimately you want to close the deal at these higher profit margins. And so that gives the organization, it looks certainly much better on the P&L sheet.
Well, P&L, and once again, cash flow is king, but cash keep is the queen. So remember, the queen rules the board.
That's right.
Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. So for all you married guys, you understand that.
Amen to that.
So, look forward to seeing you. If you're listening to this and you own a business or you run a business, you're saying, hey, what adjustments do I need to make in my second half? And David is going to share how important these relationships are and how you can really adjust your relationship plan with the sales focus. That's how I look at it from that standpoint.
That's right. Right. Let me say this, because it's interesting, the whole concept, because people, a lot of the salespeople, particularly the millennials that I've been working with, they really want to get to the end result. And I'm all about that as well. However, the relationship piece is even more important right now than it may have been in 2019 or 2020, because budgets are limited.
Yeah.
You know, companies are still operating in a pandemic mindset. And so if you're going to impact them, then you need to impact them in such a way that they can see a profitable, positive return on the product or service that you're providing. Because ultimately, if you don't have the right relationship and the right communication skill sets in order to impact them positively, then you're going to be left, you know, you're going to be left out, and someone else, some other organization, your other competitor is going to get that deal.
So once again, David is going to help you with that. And I like that PPP, positive.
Hey.
You're going to have that positive return, but really a positive payback is how I like to say it is, you know, they're going to give you something, but you got to give them something in return. And that relationship helps cement that. You know, when I look at my long-term clients, I don't call them customers when they're long-term like that. Oftentimes we're not the cheapest.
Yes.
We're the most cost-effective.
Cost-effective, yeah.
And that's understanding what's important to them. Because, you know, I had this, and I'll kind of close with this story a little bit, David, is some people in her organization was saying, well, we can buy this cheaper online. She said, no, I tell Howard what I want. He does it, comes back to me. I give him the okay, and I forget about it.
Right.
She said, I can go work on other stuff. Okay.
Trust factor.
I'm not chasing to make sure that this is in process, it's going to be on time. If he runs into a hiccup, then like that same client right now, I got to call him and say, hey guys, we got something we want to do in eight weeks. We're against the window. Hey, I need you to nudge. I got to nudge them. And so that's what they're paying for.
Right.
You know, I know their organization. I know the culture. I know what she needs from her team. I know that she don't want 10 selections. She want 3 things for them to choose: good, better, best.
That's right. So I suspect that people that will show up for the Summer Growth Summit will be willing, able, and committed to their personal growth, to grow themselves, and to work on their business.
So remember, if you don't grow yourself, your business cannot grow. Your business would never outgrow you. Okay. And that's why you must show up at the Summer Growth Summit, as David said. So David, thanks again.
Hey, looking forward to
seeing you on the 29th. And we're going to be just really training and sharing with attendees and really helping them tweak that game plan they have and develop those better relationships. So David, you go out and have an awesome day. And, you know, as the words of one of my boss, he would in every meeting, guys, I love y'all, but y'all better sell something.
That's right. Go out and sell something. Nothing happens, brother. Thank you.
All righty.